If you're an honest Mamelodi Sundowns fan, you would admit that today's win comes as a result of the brilliance of two Brazilians, especially the one called Lucas Ribeiro Costa. Yes, he assisted his homeboy, Arthur Salesman, Murekisi Salesman, in scoring that first goal. What a sweet, true pass. But the second was also a mark of brilliance, magic from Ribeiro, scoring from far left 18-yard box. He just saw the needle of an eye open, and he tried, curled it. What a beautiful. But outside that, this was far from a Mamelodi Sundowns vintage performance. It was not pretty. One is happy with 3 points, happy with the result, but definitely not pleased with how we played. The boys looked like they had a late night last night. I mean, looked like they came early this morning from a club. It was a lethargic performance in that first half. Lazy passes, hospital passes, a lot of back passes, safe passes, not a lot of risky passes, something that we've known and associated Mamelodi Sundowns with. So all in all, something that I was also surprised with is that why would you start a Rayners from the bench if you still intend on using on him later? Why not start him and rather sub him around the 60th minute or maybe 55th minute or so? Because with the Rayners, we all know that the chances he will get, he will bury them. So yeah, man. So in this episode of Oscar Football, we are basically just zooming into some stuff that are a concern for me as a Mamelodi Sundowns fan, and also some positives that I will draw from this match between Richards Bay and Mamelodi Sundowns. I do go by the name of Oscar since Football, where I engage and discuss on anything to do with football, from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. The last game of 2024, and it's the fourth win in a row for Miguel Cardoso's side. 4 games, 5 goals, 0 conceded. The technical team is happy, Miguel Cardoso is happy, but it is not without any concerns. The last 2 games against Amazulu and Richards Bay have definitely been far from perfect. These are some of the things I've outlined as concerns for me going forward. The next game for Mamelodi Sundowns, they'll be traveling to Morocco to play against Raja Casablanca, who also are not doing well. They are trying by all means. Really, they also fired their Portuguese coach Pinto, and I'm not sure if they've announced a new one, but they are trying by all means to qualify for the knockout stages of CAF Champions League. So be rest assured that 4th of January fixture between Mamelodi Sundowns and Raja Casablanca will be a very tough game. Now, here are some of the concerns that I've outlined from Mamelodi Sundowns. There was a lack of fluidity amongst the midfield players and the forward players, and this was always going to happen if you are always changing your first 11, your midfielders, your front players. It's understandable because Miguel Cardoso maybe is still trying to learn his team, and I should assume that the 4 games he's had, at least he's had a feel of who might be his best 11. Obviously, he's coming at a time where there's been a lot of injuries, a lot of suspensions, so he had to do a lot of makeshift put players here and there to fill in gaps left by those who were either suspended or injured. So the lack of fluidity was something that was definitely going to happen. And if you notice, the 4 games that Miguel has played, he has had a different 4 in every of those games. Again, maybe through injury or suspension. The first game against Raja, Lebusa was partnered with Akosa, but Lebusa was not available in the next match against Stellenbosch. Reshim Deruk came back, partnered again with the Khoza. And the next game, I think there was someone absent, either right back or right back. I think Murena came in while Mudau was out. But the consistent feature in that back four that have played in all these 4 games has been the young Malietu Malibongwe Khoza. He has done extremely well. And again, we always need to give credit to Emmanuel Mngiti, who saw this boy fit enough to fit into this big side, big star-studded Mamelodi Sundowns. Another thing that Miguel Cardoso, I don't think it's his problem, but it's something that has been there at Mamelodi Sundowns as an issue that he must really fix it as soon as he can. The way we're dealing with crosses, our set-piece defense, it's been extremely poor. One that will give you a heart attack as a supporter whenever we have a corner, whenever a cross comes in. I mean, the number of free headers that Richards Bay had today was scary. I mean, they hit the post twice, and your Onyango was called in to save, I think, 2 or 3 good saves, and give those similar chances to a better quality side like an Al Ahly or Esperance, Orlando Pirates. Be rest assured, we will be punished. So the technical team or the set piece coach really needs to zoom into this, because we can't go on like this. The 4 goals we've considered in the league, I think 2 of them came via corners. So it is a concern. It is something that must be really, I'm not sure, even going to the transfer market, if Miguel Cardoso will be interested in maybe looking into who he might bring in defense or maybe the midfield. I'm not sure, because some players in his previous team, like Tugai, I like that guy. He can play as a 4 or 5 or a defensive midfielder. He's very good. He is very, very, very good. Another concern, Terence Mashiho. I'm not sure if he being born in Mamelodi is something that works to his advantage and Mamelodi Sundowns, but the guy is not improving. He is not improving. A pace with no purpose, running up and down, and the final touch is always poor. I don't want to destroy the guy. I know he's been unlucky with injuries, but whenever he's been given opportunities, oh Lord. So as things stand, we have a Divine Lunga as our left back. We have Terence Mashiho. I don't know where's Aseko Tiwan. I think the last game Aseko played was that game at FNB when we won 1-2 against Kaizer Chiefs. I think that was the last game he played. Since then, I haven't seen him even making a squad day. I haven't seen him on the injury list. Same thing with Izuko. So these are players that I will not be shocked if I see them being loaned out or something, because I mean, if we ain't seeing them on squad day, or ain't seeing them on the injury list on the day of the match, then where is Tiwana? Where is Zuko? What is happening with them? Yeah, guys. Yeah, another one that obviously influences the lack of fluidity is the absence of. I mean, we're seeing this in every game. The value of a Marcelo Allende, the ball retention when Marcelo is around is far better. You know how these guys are losing the balls in dangerous areas, your Obas, your Mukwena, these hospital lazy passes from Mudiba. You don't see much of these when an Allende is around. So you just can tell now the value of this player. And some of the passes the javelin passes he's got when they are retaining the ball, and while everyone is thinking that he will give it to a fullback, maybe a Mudau or a Lunga, and then he will just do a javelin pass to a Rayners or to a Matthews. Are we using Arthur Salles to the best of his ability? Are we playing to his strength? What is Arthur Salles' strength actually? What is his actual position? Is he a number 9? What a beautiful goal if he is a number 9. What a beautiful goal. You know, I was a bit concerned 10th minute, 15th minute. I haven't seen Salles, you know, being given a ball, touching the ball, tasting the ball from his colleagues, teammates, nothing. And I could see he was growing, you know, in frustration because he was literally not getting the ball. The next minute, Ribeiro gets the ball, sweep through pass, one touch, goal. That's it. So I'm not sure if we're playing to this guy's strength if he is a number 9. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Arthur Salles? Please let me hear on the comment section below because obviously our starter is definitely a Rayners if we're talking about focal point as a number 9. He's on the list. He's definitely up top there. Maybe followed by Shalulile, then Salles. Now let's go to Richards Bay. I'm just disappointed with Richards Bay chairman, you know, technical team. Do these guys have an analyst? Do they analyze opposition? Obviously, you are aware that you have less quality than the Mamelodi Sundowns, so you will not attempt to take them toe to toe. But when you win the ball and you have the ball, what are you going to do with it? At times, they would seem clueless. But the second half was much better for them, from them. A bit more aggression, a lot of energy, which is something you want to see from a team that is trailing. I still emphasize this, that Mtsundwana, that tall, that big, he is wasted playing on the left wing, playing on the flank. What is he doing there? What is his use there? Because he does not come with crosses. All he's doing is just running up and down. Why not partner Mbuthuma, that boy, that 22-year-old I spoke of in a preview before this game? Why don't you partner him? Play a simple traditional 4-4-2. Partner Mtsundwana, Mbuthuma up top. Maybe like I grew up playing like that, and it works wonders. I know this. You have to adapt to modern football, but these Richards Bay teams, you don't know what style of play they have, and you play such a big fellow. He's just being wasted on the flank. I really don't understand why. Just go back to a 4-4-2, play Mbuthuma and Mtsundwana there. Look at the chances that Mbuthuma had, and wonder what Mtsundwana would have done with the similar chances if they would have come to him. You know what I mean? I mean, Sundowns, they are poor on defending set pieces and crosses, and you go play the tallest guy in your team on the wing. I mean, what's the logic behind it? Maybe I'm overreacting, but I'll hear from your comments on the section below. Now, obviously, with negatives, there's definitely going to be positives. It can't just all be concerns from Mamelodi Sundowns. But here are some positives that I think Sundowns and Miguel Cardoso can go with. Denis Onyango, 39-year-old, 2016 CAF Goalkeeper of the Year. The guy is reliable. Some saves, critical saves he had today, and today we didn't concede goals because of him. The number of free headers we gave to Richards Bay, ridiculous for a big team like Mamelodi Sundowns. I mean, it's almost like we're not learning. The last goal we considered was that 1-1 AS Rabat. No, not AS Rabat, ASFR in Morocco, 1-1. The guy had a free header in the box. We have not learned from that. We're still giving free lunches to all the teams we're playing against. A better quality team will punish Mamelodi Sundowns, but we thank Denis Onyango for being there and literally saving us from another disgrace. Another disgrace. So that's a plus and a positive for the technical team, or goalkeeping department, and Miguel Cardoso. Another one, happy to see Matthews back. At least now we will go back to something that worked from the beginning of the season, which is Matthews, Rayners, and Ribeiro. All these other ones, they are makeshift and they are not working. They are not perfect, but I think we need to go back to that one. Kodisang was hiding today. Sales scored a goal when given a chance. Beautiful. But we all know the synergy, how these three work well together. Rayners, Matthews, and Ribeiro. Not a lot of chances were created by Mamelodi Sundowns, but the ones that were created, we put them away. Now this reminds me of a Miguel Cardoso leading in Esperance against a Rulani Mukwena-led Mamelodi Sundowns, which really frustrated us. Not a lot of chances they had, Esperance at Loftus, but the chance they had, they buried it. Is that the way Mamelodi Sundowns is going? You're not going to create a lot of chances, but the ones you create, you're going to put them away? I am not sure, but if this is the desperation Mamelodi Sundowns management, fans have towards CAF Champions League, if this is how we want to win CAF Champions League, maybe the fan base will not mind. Don't create a lot, but when you create, you kill and bury. Maybe if that's how we're going to win CAF Champions League, I would welcome the idea. If you've seen this space and this content for the very first time, you do support this channel by liking, by sharing, by commenting, by contributing whatever amount from $1, I think, to $1,000. So any type of contribution is more than welcome. You see the details on my bio unless you use the dollar through YouTube to contribute. Now let me end it there by declaring, may my God bless you all.